We're gonna mine this out a little bit. I guess I might as well bring our robots in. Just so I can put down some proper a proper setup here. Looks like we got more stone here. That's nice. Oh. Ooh, saved it. Okay, this should be enough. I can't use our robots because I don't have access to access to my stuff. Oh no, that sucks. Too lazy to get that set up right now, so this will have to do. All right, looks good. Let's mine this out a little bit more so we can get the last miner in. That's more poles than I need, but it's fine. All right. We'll probably have more copper coming in. Again, we don't necessarily really need it right now, but, you know, doesn't hurt. We will need it in the future. All right, so where are we at? We got walls. We have plenty of walls. We're not too far away from our finish here for laser turrets. So let's actually get that started. Can I move this to the front? I think that's more than I need, but I forgot to keep count. Okay, so copper's taken care of. Let's take care of our iron. How many miners do we have? We have 20 miners. That should be plenty. I never fixed this after we did we moved our engines, so that's why it looks like this. I'm just gonna pick everything up and start from there. Remove everything, make it as simplistic as possible. That'll make it easier to figure out what I need to put down. Okay, that's good enough. This I'll leave as is. The problem with how I set this up to begin with is it wasn't... Oh, never mind. Just kidding. Let's say it wasn't up to code, but it looks like this is not up to code. Go. That should do it. Roboport. Robots. And we're out of power. Don't like that. Don't like that at all. What happened? This was not fast enough. Okay. I think what we need to do is we need to get rid of these chests and then put them over here or something. Walls on the chest. Good idea. I will do that. I need to fix this problem though, because we're getting enough coal. The problem is that we're not transferring it fast enough. Can I double load this? I can. Interesting. Okay, this should be good then. Neat. All right. Filters on the splitters to sort the materials before the chest puffer. That is a good idea. I will take a look at that next time we're over there. Okay, hopefully that did the job. Looks pretty good. Oh. I have no idea why that turret's still there, but neat. Good job, turret. We lost one. That's fine. I didn't notice he was over there. Okay, but this should do very nicely. For some reason, I guess didn't have any power poles, or I guess I ran out of power poles. No, I don't know. I don't know why these didn't have power poles. I guess I just didn't put them in the blueprint. Hello? Pole? Pole, where are you? Okay, there we go. I need to figure out a better way to do this. If I include power poles in the minor blueprint, you could use it to expand. Yeah. I need to figure out what I'm doing there. Cause I have some power poles. I don't know what happened to the other ones. Ah, I have run out of red splitters. I made 7 a long time ago and they've lasted me all game until now. I guess we're out now. But we still have some expansion room and we do have some here. I guess I placed this poorly. I could have moved this up a little bit more. Because this is only one-sided, but oh well. Okay, if that's the case, let's go make some splitters and then filter iron to over here. Oh. What else do we need for more? We need circuits, iron plates. How's this doing? So good. All right, how do we want to do this? I definitely want to split this. I've never used these to filter more than one thing. Can you do more than one thing? Doesn't look like it. Yeah, it stops letting them through if I only do the iron. I can't do it here. I'll have to do it over here and just filter the iron out separately. Yeah, I'm with you. I just wanted to check if I could do that. Okay, so before I screw that up, let's figure out what I want to do here. Okay, we're gonna do this very convoluted, but I think that works. Yeah, that seems to work fine, which means I can get rid of this, because nothing that comes through here should come down this belt. And then, do I need to do any other ones? I mean, since I might as well, I guess, since I have the power. Let's make this stone. Okay, so that should mean that the only things that are coming through here are copper and coal. And I think that's acceptable. This splitter right here is kind of unnecessary. Perfect. All right. Laser turrets are done. Let's get back to what we were doing before. We have all that. And what else do we need? Purple already done. Did we finish purple? Did. Neat. Okay, so let's check one last time, make sure that this is good. So we got stone coming in here. We have iron coming through here. We have stone here. Copper, coal there. I think it looks good. Neat. Thanks for the idea about the splitters. I need the balancing splitter before the iron filter. I agree. Nice. Very cool. Okay. Awesome. Let's see. So we're good on mining again for now. This should be good for several hours, hopefully. And then there's more copper up here when I need it. But again, we've been backed up on copper for quite a while. But that will change soon, I promise. I know it. We have the low density structures coming up eventually. Okay, blue. Are you guys still making? You guys are still making. I like that a lot. That's a lot. So even though we've got some real ghetto setups, they're helping out, certainly. Okay. We're gonna need to clean this up soon. Is there anything else we want to do? Guess we can clean this up technically, but I think this should be okay for now. The main issue was the coal not coming through fast enough, but now that we have these loaders, still the same problem, but it's not going to run out of coal at least. And that's primarily the entire reason for this side here. We were just after the coal, so I guess I'm okay with this. Make some proper red ammo production or make laser turrets. Yes, laser turrets are next on the list. Good idea. Does this work? That does not work. On to check. Because maybe I could relieve some pressure on here. Oh, it does work. Really? Oh, it does work. Oh, interesting. Cool. Thanks for telling me. I would have not thought it'd work until I tried it some other time. So if that's the case, we can do this. This will help a little bit. I think I'm fine with this. I think this is fine. We'll just help it out a little bit right now, and then leave it to its thing. All right, so laser turrets. Let's get that going. We need steel plates, batteries, and electronic circuits. Steel plates are down here. We have batteries. 7 should be good enough. Oh. I think that's acceptable for our needs. I'm getting tired of feeding our steel, so let's do this. Get all the spaghetti in the world. We probably should get red belts up soon-ish. At least replace this main line a little bit. So this is going to get us consistent steel. It is going to eat into our iron quite a bit, but it looks like we're doing pretty well on this now, so I think that it is acceptable. Okay, our laser turrets are almost done. Anything else we need to make right now? Let's make some extra piercing rounds. And we can start on purple science. That's exciting. I guess I might as well start doing that manually. We'll see how long this takes. This will take forever. Oh, well, whatever. Okay, let me take a quick drink here. All right. So we have laser turrets. Our mines are good to go. We're making blue science a bit strangely, but we're making them. And our science is it's going. It's going. It's not fast, but it's going. So we are gonna need to prepare for this and the yellow science. And I want to use this area to do that. I'm going to I want to use a landfill to fill this up, but I'm not sure I should do it all the way. I might leave one tile open because we are going to need some water for concrete, and here might be a nice place. Otherwise, maybe over here, near closer to the iron ore. I don't even know where our starting point is anymore. Oh, it's here. Okay. So I'm gonna buy some landfills because I can't make them for whatever reason. Pretty sure. We've checked this many times, but I'm still very confused on why I'm not able to make landfills. $1.7K for... Oh, that's 50 each. Okay, never mind. That's significantly more. No, never mind. I confused myself. 50 landfills for 1.7K coins. That's real steep. I thought it was 50 times 50, but I did that myself. I confused myself. Thanks. That's real expensive. This here is probably like 15. That's probably like 10. They're gonna spend like 1K clearing this up. Is it worth it? Probably, but can I get around it? Maybe. I need to scale up iron smelting. Yeah, I agree. I think we can afford it, so I might as well do it now. We have the furnaces. And this probably still won't be enough, but it'll help, and all I can ask for at this point. Still trying to think of a better way to do this. If we made this belt double-sided, if we had two half and half belts going at the same time, we could use this a lot better. But as it is right now, we're only using one half of this belt, really. Which means that we can only get 12 going at a time. Let's see. Can I do some belt magic? I think this just makes it worse. No? No? Okay, we hit all the furnaces. I guess that's slightly better. I'll take it. We're still making our steel, so that's good. All right. This is what we're looking at left, guys. We have our productivity module, our speed module, rocket control unit, and then the silo itself. And so purple science is really just going to be for these two and our rocket. And then the yellow science is only going to be for this and the rocket. So we're not that far off. It's going to take a while, certainly, but we're getting there. We are getting there. And that's if we decide to skip literally everything else, which, you know, I'm not above. We don't need any of that other stuff. We have laser turrets. The only thing I would consider getting otherwise is maybe the robot speed, but I don't think that's necessary if we're only going to use them for mining. And then maybe the chests. The chests would help for if I wanted to put up a logistic network, which would also help. Power armor, relatively cheap, but it's going to be hard for me to really get the most out of it since we don't have the fusion reactor. And the fusion reactor is kind of far away from us at the moment. Trying to see if there's anything else that I'd like. I almost never use beacons, but in this case where I'm trying to really get the most out of each individual building, beacons might be helpful. At the very least, I should probably just start making modules, because we're going to need them anyways for our rocket. So we can put the modules, at least level 1s, into all the buildings. Get some use out of that. The shooting speed, now that we have laser turrets, probably isn't as useful. And all this other stuff that needs military science, I'm not interested in getting. So I think we're just gonna go straight to everything that we need here. Right, how are we doing here? We're gonna need some more fuel. But we have tons of fuel. There's gonna be tons once we... Can we make rocket fuel yet? We can. Okay, I need to start automating that. We have some foresight. Not a lot, but we have some. Little things like that where I just need to add a building. Oh, easy. This is not going to make all the rocket fuel that we'll need. Let's be a little bit smarter here. We'll do 2 buildings. Yeah, I know we're really bringing that efficiency, I know. Adding a couple of chests here because the stack size of these are pretty small. Okay, so by doing this, we'll be using up our solid fuel, making the rocket fuel that we're going to need for our rocket. We're going to need a lot of rocket fuel. So by getting this done early, it'll save us some time. I think what we should do is we should actually amp this up a little bit by adding another chemical plant. I know this is real crazy talk from me, but I think this will serve us in the end here. Additionally, we should probably consider getting our exchangers done, like heavy to light, light to petroleum. We don't really need it because we're not using that much right now, but who knows? We have all this just waiting around doing nothing. Might as well use it for something, right? If I had more space, I'd add a couple more of these, actually, but I am not interested in doing that right now, so I will not. It'd be really nice if I could condense this a little bit. I'm not sure how I would do that, though. I'd have to move the walls around. I mean, easiest method would just be move the walls down 1, I guess, and then add another tank right next to it, and then slowly get rid of the ones on the outside. And that would do it. That would give us a little bit more room to work with. But I'm not sure what I would use it for at the moment, so I'm not going to do that until I get desperate. Because I'd have to move this whole thing, and I don't want to do that. Interesting. Okay, so what I think just happened there is that there were 4 ore here that were not iron, so I couldn't go through with the iron, and it was all, I guess, copper or coal, and this is backed up, so it had to wait until I actually used them. Is there a better way to do this? Do I need more buffers for this? Okay, let's get some chests. Let's get some steel, make some chests. And I'm just gonna do a series of loaders here. just for more buffer. And this should solve most of our issues for now. And if there's more, you know, we'll just manually do it. Okay, it's time. Let's get our low density structures made. And when I say it's time, I mean shortly it will be time because I need to fix all these walls. Level 17. Are we precious? We do have to be a little bit careful. There's potential here that we have too many things and we'll get a crash. It shows part of vanilla Factorio, but with natural caverns, worms making entrances and exits of stuff. That'd be interesting. Yeah, a lot of cool mods out there. I'm still very partial to the vanilla scenario maps of Tight Spot. I really like that, the concept of that campaign. The micro aspect of it is quite satisfying. It's kind of like this map where you have to focus more on the little things versus macro. So it plays a lot different than vanilla, and I appreciate that, especially they came out with more maps. We're gonna put our low density structure units, and that's gonna use up all of our plastic. It's gonna use up a ton of our steel and a lot of our copper as well. It'll even out our resources a bit. We've been pretty iron heavy, and while again steel is iron, we didn't really have that many uses for copper. So I'm glad that we're gonna have some way to get rid of all this that we've stored up. So where are we gonna put it? We need steel, we need copper, we need plastic. Plastic's up here, but I can easily bring it down. We have some space that we can just filter it through. Now it can't. If we use up every tile in the area, that must mean we're efficient, right? Must be. I don't care what you say. Spaghetti is beautiful and efficient completely, I'm sure. I think that is what we're gonna have to do. We're just gonna have to split this off and then bring it through. And then we'll have our steel right here, we'll have copper right here, and that'll be that. So let's do that. %600% water and 75% scale. Wow. Don't they have an island map though? I've never tried it, but it does seem like that plus Barrel World would be about the same. Since I have a nice big grid cleared, I could set up rows of assemblers for each science pack. See, I could do that. But should I? Or will I, is the better question. I mean, the only thing that I really need to set up is blue science. But I mean, at this point, again, literally we just need 2 more things, 3 more things, 3 more things, plus the silo itself. And green and red wise, we're fine. We don't need any more than that, than what we have. Purple, will try to make, and yellow will try to make. So blue is really the only odd one out right now because we're not going to actively make that, other than doing this, which has been acceptable. So I don't know. Much easier to have a half decent build when you start at the end and work backwards. That's true. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy some landfills for this and fill this completely in. I don't know about this one yet. Alright, see ya coins. We're not going to be using our coins for anything else, so. Alright. The thing you wish Diggy did was instead of the roofs, like just caving in when it gets too big, imagine if the walls took damage when they were overloaded. Once they got destroyed, when it was cave in. Kind of hard to imagine. How would the walls take damage though? Because if you had a little bit of cave in here, wouldn't the cave in do damage to the walls and you get more cave in? And if they're overloaded, wouldn't all walls be overloaded and then that's just a game over? I like the idea. I mean, I like the concept, but I think in practice it'd be a little bit too difficult to deal with. Okay, so we have to decide now whether we want to redo everything right now or not. Again, we're relatively close to our goal. So perhaps redoing things would take longer than just making them in our inventory or putting some spaghetti down. So I'm kind of leaning just towards refining some of our things here and going towards that. The main problems that we're running into here is that we're not going to have enough red circuits because we're going to need processing units and we're going to need more circuits pretty much to make our modules. And this isn't enough. It's going to be fine-ish. Considering we're not making too much, but it's still not going to be enough. So the question right now to me is, do we want to expand on our red circuits? Hey team, thanks for watching. If you're looking for more content, I have some playlists on your screen right now. And if you enjoy my videos, I'd really appreciate if you could throw me a like, comment, or a subscription. They seriously help me out a ton. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time.